This story is about the Ewaste hero. Emeka was a curious kid who loved to explore the world around him. He was always fascinated by electronics and how they worked. He would often take apart his old toys, phones, and computers to see what was inside them. He had a collection of wires, circuits, batteries, and other components that he kept in his room. One day, he decided to make something new out of his e-waste. He had an idea to build a robot that would help him with his chores. He gathered all the materials he needed and started to work on his project. He soldered, glued, and taped the parts together until he had a rough shape of a robot. He named it Ebot. He was very proud of his creation and wanted to show it to his friends. He turned on the switch and waited for Ebot to come to life, but nothing happened. He checked the connections and tried again. Still, nothing. He was confused and disappointed. He wondered what was wrong with his robot. He decided to ask his teacher for help. He brought Ebot to school the next day and explained his problem. His teacher looked at the robot and smiled. Emeka, you have a very creative mind and a lot of talent, but you also need to learn some facts about e-waste, she said. What do you mean? Emeka asked. E-waste is electronic waste that is no longer wanted or needed. It can be harmful to the environment and human health if not managed properly, she explained. How? Emeka wondered. Well, many electronic devices contain elements such as lead, mercury, cadmium, and brominated flame retardants that can be toxic. If they leak into the soil, water, or air, they can also cause fires or explosion if they are not handled carefully, she said. Wow, I didn't know that, Emeka said. That's why there are different approaches to e-waste management, such as disposal method and recycling methods, she continued. What are those? Emeka asked. Disposal methods are ways of getting rid of e-waste, such as landfills or incineration, but these are not recommended because they can pollute the environment and waste valuable resources, she said. Recycling methods are ways of reusing or recovering materials from e-waste, such as repairing, refurbishing, or extracting metals or plastics. They are better because they can reduce the amount of e-waste produced, conserve natural resources, and create new products or jobs, she said. So, recycling is better than disposal? Emeka asked. Yes, recycling is better than disposal, but there is also another option that is even better than recycling, she said. What is that? Emeka asked. That is reducing e-waste in the first place, she said. Reducing e-waste? How can I do that? Emeka asked. You can do that by buying less electronics or choosing ones that last longer or use less energy. You can also reuse your old electronics or finding new ways to use them. You can also repair your broken electronics instead of throwing them away or buying new ones, she said. I see. So reducing e-waste is better than recycling e-waste, which is better than disposing e-waste, Emeka summarized. Exactly. And by doing that, you can also save money, protect your health, and help the planet, she said. I understand now. Thank you for teaching me about e-waste management, Emeka said. You're welcome, Emeka. I have some good news for you. I think I know how to fix your robot, she said. Really? How? Emeka asked eagerly. She pointed to a small switch on the back of Ebot's head. You see the switch? It's labeled Eco Mode. It means that your robot will only work when it detects sunlight or motion. It's a smart way to save energy and reduce e-waste, she said. She flipped the switch and Ebot blinked its eyes and made a beep sound. Hello, I'm Ebot. I'm here to help you, it said in a robotic voice. Emeka's eyes widened in surprise and joy. He hugged his teacher and thanked her again. He took Ebot outside and showed it to his friends. They were amazed by his robot and wanted to learn more about e-waste management too. Emeka became known as the e-waste hero in his school and neighborhood. He taught others how to reduce, reuse, and recycle their e-waste. He also made more inventions out of his e-waste that were useful and eco-friendly. Finally, he realized that e-waste was not just trash but treasure. He was happy to share his treasure with everyone. The end.